Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with your ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, Kevin's not here, so it's just us.
What?
And Virginia is going to fuss.
Oh. Undeniable. I will fuss probably a lot.
Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Gather around.
How the fuck are you guys doing?
Dude, getting through a Thursday.
Got through a Thursday.
Good. I'm just worried about so much. Like, I feel like I have like all this stuff on my brain. Like, my sister's now back in New Orleans. It's a war zone there.
Oh.
My daughter has like weird pain in her back. I think it's her kidney.
It's so odd. I spend so much time with you that I sense it. I sensed it when I walked in the room before you said a word. I knew you had a lot on your mind today. And there's times where I walk in, Denny's, and I can tell you are just in a goofy ass mood. You're fucking around, having fun. I could tell you have a heavy mind today.
I do. I gotta go pick up Rocco, so I'm not gonna get a nap. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
So what's your sister thinking she's going back to? What kind of...
Well, there's no power in the whole city, pretty much. There's no water, so like people's sewer lines are backing up. So that doesn't sound fun.
No, backed up sewer lines is really when it officially becomes fucked.
She has to go back to the hospital where she works because she's an ICU nurse and she doesn't have a choice. You know, they got to go help. The hospital's full of patients. So they're running on a backup generator. She's got to go there and try to help take care of those people. She might have to live at the hospital and like sleep on an air mattress. She went and got some new sheets for an air mattress, and that might just be her work and her home for the next couple of weeks.
What's the longest stay you've had at a hospital? Was it your pregnancy, or did you get fucked up and you had to stay in there for a few days?
I don't think I've ever been fucked up and had to stay there a few days.
I think the longest for me is 4.
Yeah, I think the longest was when I had Rocco, yeah.
Mine was the popcorn stunt we did back at our old station, Wild 95.5.
Yeah.
I think I was in the hospital for almost 4 days, 3.5 days, and I did not know we had that many bosses. They all called me, not to really see if I was doing okay, Denny's.
To make sure you weren't going to sue.
Kind of like, motherfucker, you're signing this piece of paper. You're not suing us, and who are you?
It's not our fault that you did this, right? You did this on your own, right? Right? Sign right here.
I was in my hospital bed having people from Clear Channel call me. I'd never heard of them, Denny's. Like, hey, this is Jonathan
in legal.
Fobbins. In legal. So
we're sending over a 12-page document. We need you to sign all 12 pages. It just completely indemnifies us from any kind of liability.
We don't give a frog's fat ass if you're okay or not. Just shut the fuck up and don't do this again. Sign this paper.
Oh, we're not even going to ask if you're okay. How's your signing hand?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It was kind of like that.
I bet. I've actually never spent the night at a hospital, ever.
Really?
Never.
It sucks. It sucks.
It seems like it'd be a little tricky. I visited friends that stayed overnight, but never actually myself.
One of the dumbest things I did when I gave my kidney to Bigfoot, I had family there. I had you there. I had friends visit me.
We were all visiting.
And I was on a bunch of drugs. I believe they gave me, what's the drip one?
Morphine.
Yeah, I was on morphine. And I was feeling bad. Everyone was waiting around. So I told everyone to leave. Don't stay around 8 p.m. And then my drugs wore off. And I was in pain. And they
wanted a friend.
Well, they had a nurse shift. And I remember the woman who was the nurse was not very nice and was kind of a witch.
Damn, like Nurse Ratched style?
Yeah, and I told her, I said that my drugs were wearing off and that I was having anxiety because we were on, I think I was on the 16th floor.
Oh, boy.
I don't do well with heights.
Yeah.
My windows were open, so I was asking her, is there any way she could please close the windows? And she didn't understand why, and I was trying to explain it to her. Then I've got this thing with anxiety. So, really?
What?
I was like, lady, look, I don't have fucking time to deal and tell
I
you.
can't break it down right now.
this
Just
horse
close the
shit.
fucking
Close
blinds,
the
hooker.
fucking blinds. Good Lord. And
What are we
she
getting
was the
lip?
only. She was the only gatekeeper there, and all my family took out all my because I insisted they get the fuck out of there. And around 11:30 p. I said, "What have I done?" I wanted a friend. I wanted somebody.
I'm alone.
And that nurse never came back. She didn't give me. I wanted some kind of anxiety drug or something.
Nothing.
Didn't see her for
Jeez.
hours. Did not give a fuck.
She should have given you like a Valium as soon as you started talking about all your issues. She probably should have just been like, here you go.
Well, that was what was crazy. Right before we did the surgery, it's me and Bigfoot right next to each other, and we had a listener whose husband was part of the anesthesia.
Okay.
And he goes, you guys look a little nervous. You guys want some more anxiety meds?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. A couple minutes later, comes back. Is that doing good? We can give you some more if you need them. We're like, we like some more,
Juice
please.
it.
This guy was so cool, giving us all these drugs, making us feel comfortable. And then you've got fucking
Nurse Payne.
my angsty Anna over there who is
Yeah.
not very friendly.
Aw,
and it
that
really
sucks.
shows you it all is about who you get.
It really
In
is.
anything in life.
And it's luck of the draw, too.
Yeah.
And that's why we always send food
You're right.
and goodies to the nursing team. And my sister explained it best to me because I was telling her, Little Smiles sends food to the doctors and nurses that are taking care of patients. And my sister's like, look, that's smart because not your nurse always will take care of you. It's their job. But when you send food to everybody in the unit, now all the nurses in the unit care about that one patient.
And they're talking.
And then if you have one nurse that maybe doesn't care so much, maybe a different one will come by and say, okay, let's get this guy some anxiety meds. He obviously clearly has issues.
Boy, that anxiety, the meds they give you. When it comes to the IV, not even with my kidney surgery, I told y'all about the time I thought I was having a heart attack and it was just a panic attack. They gave me Ativan, IV style, and holy shit balls, it worked so quick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It felt like truth serum. I was just some ex-girlfriend. I just started talking about my ex-girlfriend and giving all these details, and I felt real good. The Ativan
You're
worked.
like, I'm so relaxed.
When it comes to IV, it gets in your system really quick.
Immediately.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they gave me for the kidney thing, but it worked quick. And then at that point, when it was kicking in, go, motherfucker, let's give out 2 kidneys. I don't give a shit. It makes you feel
No, you need the other one.
makes you feel invincible,
Dumbass.
Denny.
It
He gave up his
does.
second kidney.
That's why you can only get those intravenously. So
Oh, yeah. Do we have some good emails? I got some
We
over here,
do.
too.
Yeah.
If you need any sexy emails, I got them.
Well, somebody was asking, I was stressed about Mags's back pain, and they were asking, what side is the pain on, and does she have a fever? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm taking her to the pediatrician today. It was right in the middle of her lower back, and she said it was on the inside. Is that kidneys?
Yeah, up in this area would be where you want to kind of...
like mid back.
Yeah, mid. I'm no doctor.
Well,
And-
I'm taking her today to the doctor because if it's something wrong with her kidneys, we got to jump on that.
Is there any way you can get a bit out of that? Any kind of material for tomorrow's show?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Maybe I don't know. What will the what will the doctor say? You ask the doctor a random question. You record it. You pause after you ask the question. We have to figure out how the doctor answers.
And ask her, like, what's your favorite cheese?
Just something like that.
Yeah.
So, Doc, I'm really worried about my daughter, but how do you feel about cheese? What's your favorite? And you stop the audio, and then me and Denny's have to guess just by getting her personality, hearing some of what she's like. I don't hate that idea.
All right, I'll try it. I mean, Magnolia might be pissed because it's kind of like important and about her medical.
We could play What Will the Doctor Say, and we could also play What Will Magnolia Say.
Mom, please, can you stop for 5 minutes doing a radio show?
Sorry, kid. They pay the bills. We never stop.
Who do you think's paying the pediatrician? The radio show.
we need content.
We need content, kid.
Yeah, definitely keep us posted though with what's going on.
I will. All right, I got this one from a Texas native, which is where that gas station, Buc-ee's,
All right.
started was in
the
Texas.
By the way, we get so many people talking about Buc-ee's, how great it was. You made people were wet texting
I'm
in.
hyped.
I'm telling you, Buc-ee's is like Wawa on steroids, and it's really cool. And another thing I didn't even mention that they wanted me to bring up, Buc-ee's is all about the clean bathrooms.
Really? What a cool thing.
So they are super spotless clean. They have like flowers in them, and they're gorgeous.
All right.
Buc-ee's bathrooms are where it's at. Stepping it up, Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I've not been to Wawa probably since you took me there. Mm-hmm. And the thing that was cool about Wawa, Virginia, this is the number one feature, in my opinion, about Wawa. You can go into their computer and specifically order what you want. And they don't fuck it up. They really are.
They don't.
Now you'll get somebody, Bird, oh my gosh, they fucked up my order. I get it. Everyone fucks up orders. But for the most part, you can specifically put something down and they're going to nail it. If you don't want meat in your sub, they won't have it.
Or
in
if you
there.
want half mayonnaise, they have
Yes.
those options available.
They do, which I was pretty impressed for a gas station to have that, because Uber Eats doesn't have that on some restaurants.
For sure. And some people were correcting me because I thought that one truck stop gas station was called Big O, but I guess it's called Flying J. So I was a little off. I just wanted to clarify that.
So it's not the big O. Oh!
It's not the orgasm gas
I
station.
swear it was called Big O.
I liked it better when it was Big O.
That's like if you get, well, it's not called boners, guys. It's called Bonnies. It's a big difference between the big O.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, jeez. So I do apologize. Clarification, Flying J.
Ooh, people are saying the BLT at Buc-ee's is something you got to try.
Interesting.
I mean, we all need a little gas station meat in us, right?
Somebody texted to us just pictures from it, and it looked like a fun place. I can't believe how large it is.
it is massive. When you pull up to Buc-ee's, you know you're at Buc-ee's.
Yes.
Because Buc-ee's have sides like a Wawa. Wawa's got them sides.
Yeah.
Something-
It's massive, dude.
Yeah, someone tells me they have everything. It looks like they even have like a center barbecue pit or something, at least in some of them.
Gosh, I love center barbecue pits. You know that.
I know you do love barbecue.
I love the smell of barbecue.
All right, speaking of meat, people sent us emails about public sex. And
Publix or public?
public.
Because both of them turned me
Public
on.
subs, public sex.
He just gave me a sub boner.
You go right next to customer service.
Oh, yeah, I have a Publix. I have some sexy emails over here too.
Okay. All right, I'll just give you these two and then you can give me yours. So this person says, hey, it's the thrill of getting caught. Tell that guy to suck it up and go in the ocean. You're kind of covered.
So if you did not hear earlier, we had the guy, I believe his name was Dave.
And he was afraid to have public sex.
His girlfriend wants to have it. It's been her biggest fantasy. They got real close to doing it. They were there and he chickened out, and now she's acting weird towards him. Kind of like, you limp dick bitch. You can't. Fuck me.
She wanted it in public, and you told her you were going to give it to her in public, and she got all excited. And then you relinquished. You weren't able to deliver, and it's probably on her mind.
She speaks of fantasies yet fulfilled. Does a Virginia Sidnicki have a sex fantasy that's never been fulfilled?
Oh.
No, I'm good.
You probably don't even think about that shit, do you? How do I even think you have fantasies?
I mean, at this point, I'm good.
No, I'm not saying you're not good. We all know you're good, but there's nothing that Panda...
Me and Panda have this thing where we like to...
Put in the butt?
No, definitely get that thing away from my butt. We go in the car and we like parking garages. So we've christened a few parking garages,
All
being
right.
silly, having fun.
So parking garages is where you guys like to get your public...
Yeah, if you go all the way on the top level, usually nobody's up there.
Yeah.
It's usually very private.
You see the sky.
See the sky.
Now, some people are saying this guy, Dave, what if he had some stage fright? You know, you couldn't get it done? Then I think you have to work through that and not leave.
You gotta at least try, Dave. Dave, you didn't even try.
Well,
Yeah.
if you get stage fright and you can't get a bone piece, I think you have to at least, go down on her. No?
Or vice versa, have her kick
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't give up on this war.
Yeah,
we
some
march
tells me-
on.
It sounds like Dave pussied out.
Yeah, he was standing there, he's looking around, he's like, fuck this.
No
I
girl wants to be with a pussy.
Oh, shit,
Damn.
It hurts,
Sorry.
Dave. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Dave. It's tough love, but you gotta impress your girl.
Yeah.
If she's into something wild and crazy, you gotta try to get there with her.
Well, because you know it's going to come up again. You have to, if that's her fantasy and that's what does it for her. I mean, otherwise you got to break up.
The problem was it didn't come up, Denny.
Yeah. Ooh.
That does suck, though. You got some performance issues.
Yeah.
I think anyone listening, if you are in that situation and you do have stage or performance issues, I think, and Virginia, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you gotta lick it before you stick it, right?
It helps.
It helps.
Anything would help. Just doing anything.
shots.
Dave, you didn't do anything,
You
Dave.
didn't do anything,
Yeah.
and I think that's what's troubling him.
Drink a little Fireball, lick a
2
little
shots.
clam, do what you gotta do.
I mean, drink a Fireball, look at a little clam. It sounds like a great Saturday.
I think 2 shots, I'm like, let's fucking do whatever. You know, you start getting the...
Okay.
The
Powerful.
yeah, drinking takes the edge off if
It
you're
does.
nervous about stuff like that.
You get a shot and me, I'm like, oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. You get
Yeah.
after about 3 drinks, I'm pretty much down to go wherever, you know?
I just hate to say it, everyone's coming down on Dave.
Dave, do butter.
Do butter, Dave. Yeah, do butter. Lick that thing. Come on.
All right, what you got? Outdoor sex email?
So we've got the first, it goes, Dear KVJ, the first and only time I had sex out in public was when me and my ex-boyfriend snuck into the men's bathroom at the gym.
Ooh.
Hot.
This was not sexy at all. There was a guy next to us in the stall who was taking the grossest and loudest shit ever.
Ah, no, we cannot have sex next to a pooper.
Oh my God.
No sex next to pooping.
Needless to say, it smelled awful and not very sexy. I told myself I'll never have sex in public again.
So I was in the Cayman Islands. I brought one of my friends. So it was me and him, and you know we were at one of the bars, and he met a girl, and he was like, "I'm gonna go have sex with her in the bathroom." So they went to go into the bathroom to have sex, and they went in the guys' way, right? And he's having sex with her on the counter. Well, we're standing outside. I was smoking a cig back when I smoked cigs, and I seen a guy going in there. I was like, "Hey, it's already preoccupied. You can't go in there." He's like, "Whatever." He was drunk. He wanted to go take a piss. He opens the door, and my friend's having sex with the girl, and they're yelling at him to get out of there, and he's yelling at them wanting to come in. It was a whole altercation. He eventually left, but I was like, "How was that hot?"
It's kind of more. It's on the couple. Is the wrong.
Totally,
one.
they
I
were
mean,
wrong in
they
that.
were
The one guy
wrong.
was like, "I have to pee. I'm not
Everybody
going
was
next
wrong.
door." Oh, it was
Everybody
so
was
hard to
wrong.
watch.
And you're right. A public bathroom's fucking disgusting.
I told them to go behind like the beach. There's so many spots on the beach, and they go into the bathroom. I thought it was the grossest thing ever. And then had sex on the counter of a men's public bathroom.
y'all. I mean,
What's
ugh.
next? A porta potty?
Oh my god, that's how you get a Uti.
We've had an email of someone that's had sex in a porta potty before, and what are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
There's nowhere to hide in a porta potty. Every inch of that thing is disgusting.
It's been
There's
pissed
nowhere
on.
to run. You can't run. You
Oh
can't
my
hide.
god, that turns my stomach.
That was not a very sexy email.
No, not at all.
We also got this. We're talking about streakers and whether they're funny or not. Dear KVJ, I streaked at my high school football game back in the day, and I was arrested.
Wow.
I was 18, so I was tried as an adult.
Oh,
I now have to
shoot.
register as a sex offender. Streaking isn't always laughs and giggles. Sometimes it can ruin your life. Felix, the regretful streaker. That's not my real name.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh, stuff like that's a little tricky.
And so when that happens, who's the prick? Who's the one that says you're getting? Is it the judge that finally goes, you be registered as a sex offender?
Yeah, I guess somebody at the school didn't think it was funny and then really wanted to make an example out of him.
That's when streaking's not so funny, when you're a sex offender.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
In my youth, man, it was pretty common at parties that everybody would do it. So I just hadn't seen it after college. I never ever saw it again except for from sporting events.
I just don't think that a person who is streaking or urinating should be labeled a sex offender.
Well, I'm a big-
it's
Yeah.
different.
I'm a
If you
big-
get caught peeing outside or streaking, you're not a sex offender.
I like to always consider the source and what someone's intentions.
Right.
And if you're pissing, you're not there to be a rapist or a sex offender. You're
No.
you're peeing in public, and I think that should be
Different.
That's when people say rules are rules.
No.
Go fuck yourself.
Those rules are stupid because
Yeah.
someone just taking a piss is not a sex offender.
I agree.
And I would even go with the streaker, although it's a little ballsier move.
It is a little
Pun intended.
ballsier, but It's for comedy purposes, not sexual.
We're set different though. We're always looking for goofy shit to laugh at.
When guys run naked and their dick and balls are flapping,
Yeah.
that's funny.
It is. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's why people laugh at
balls
it.
dancing a little bit.
It's not
Flapping
hot.
dick and balls is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, it's not sexual. It's comedy.
What about running titties? A girl
That's
Oh,
running.
those
funny
things go
too.
out of control
But
too.
A girl running, a chick,
That's
and
funny.
her titties are out, and you know,
I mean, they're out of control when the chick runs with her titties
and
out.
it's pretty awesome.
I mean, in slow motion, both look hilarious.
Right? It's not about sex, but what do I know?
What do I know?
Yeah, I can't see people getting turned on by watching a dude running naked. You know, that's what we were talking about, intent. I don't know if that's a sex offender intent.
All right, this email is from Kristen. It said, "Hey, I got a question for Jaybird. I know he still can't taste, but is he still not able to smell? Is he practicing smelling every day?"
I am. I'm smelling everything. Believe me, I do not want to be in this tasteless prison that I'm in. And
She
it
said,
sucks.
"I was listening to the radio when you got COVID, and I was like, wow, I hope I don't go through that." And then she said the week after she got it, she has her taste back, but still can't smell anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fraternity that I'm in. People who
Damn.
don't have their taste buds, we become friends. And hey, Bird, you got him back? No, I haven't got him back yet. What about you? No, I'm still just sniffing peanut butter.
Damn.
I'm not smelling it, but just sniffing it, Denny's.
Damn, you're in limbo.
And I have cravings. Today I'm craving a calzone. I want a calzone. I want to dip it in some fucking sauce, get fucking cheese on there, get a Mountain Dew. Fuck!
We could make you a piss sauce, and you wouldn't know.
I would not, if you gave me piss, I'd be like, oh, whatever, it's fine. Oh, great piss.
Looks like Mountain Dew.
Oh, look, it's apple juice.
Yeah, you could pee in a Mountain Dew thing, put it on
Damn.
ice, and I would drink it because
That's an asshole move, but it's slightly funny.
no, piss is not a cool move.
No, it's terrible.
People did that to me when I was a freshman in high school. The
Damn.
seniors did. They did it to the JV team.
When you could taste.
You went to get water, and they put soap and piss and pubic hair, all kind of shit in the water. And you know, you're running laps, and you go to get it, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? I just tasted Matt.
Matt had the sweatiest balls and piss.
Senior Matt, strong pubic hair.
Pubes in the teeth, rough.
But that right there shows you how different our society is, because if a kid was to drink that today, he would be interviewed on CNN, and there'd be a fucking press conference.
Totally.
And he would get a new
There'd be a
car,
lawsuit.
GoFundMe page.
Gloria Allred would be representing him.
The kid would be, oh yeah. They gave him his own TikTok, not just channel, but his own TikTok.
We used to always try to get each other with pranks like that. I think it was just the time, product of the time. I mean, we used to put pubes in bongs and then pass them to people and see if they take a big rip.
Yeah, I never did fucked up shit like that. Not,
Yeah.
not to that level.
Oh, yes.
All right, here's an email from Angela. It said, "You guys were talking about approachable celebrities, and I just wanted to tell you a story. I met you and Jason, Virginia, at Jason Mraz.
And you guys were the biggest fuck faces.
It was the day that you guys went to go sing with him, and you were both lovely. Jason walked up, and he was so sweet. I thought I would give you guys a compliment."
Oh, that is very nice of you.
Sweet, thank
I
you,
love that.
Angela.
That balances all the ones out. Virginia's an asshole.
We hate you, and you're terrible at radio.
Virginia tried to fight me at an event.
I apologize to that lady.
Yes,
did.
I remember that night.
I don't think that lady was mad. She was laughing and thought, and I think I even told her, Virginia's a little fucked up.
I think she thought I was just insane.
Yes. I think everybody smoothed everything over with everyone. I think it was cool, but it was a whole thing for a second.
You got any more emails?
I got nothing. I'm just gonna fight with people in the chat room who's disliking our video.
Aw.
We have 2 dislikes again. You want just keep it going? Keep disliking this motherfucker. You guys are part of history today. The most disliked KVJ video of all time.
Wow.
History.
Which is kind of cool.
I thought that was great.
Changing everything. Well, so Caesar sent a email in talking about how I was saying earlier. Why don't you take her to we were talking about having public sex. Why don't you take her to a beach? I guess there's a lot of rules for nude beaches that they're constantly being under surveillance and stuff. So they said if you try to have sex at a public or at a nude beach, you're gonna get busted pretty immediately. So just adding that in there.
Be safe.
Be safe out there.
Be safe. Wrap it up. If you're gonna have sex in the beach, protect your crack, because sand in the crack is whack.
Or sand in the front crack would be whack too.
Or sand in the D hole.
I've
Ugh.
gotten sand in the D before. It's pretty rough.
Have you ever had sand in your clit? Or not in your clit. Not in it. That's wrong.
There's no way to go into the clit.
I didn't mean to say in your clit. I meant to say, I meant in.
It's like getting sand in your elbow. It's not possible.
And y'all don't email.
There's no hole there.
Don't email me about how I can't ask Virginia these questions. We talked about it. She talks about my dick all the time.
You ever get any dirt on that clit?
I'm allowed to ask her about her clit every now and then.
Yeah.
I've earned the right.
I've got sand around it, and I have had sand in like the vagina area, but never like up there.
What would be worse for you as a woman? Having a ton of beach sand in the butt or in the V? What would be a rough
Probably
one?
the V would
Probably
be
the
worse.
V, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the V.
What do you like spread it and sand falls out? Like how much are we talking?
All right, Dan, it's too far, Denny.
That's where we draw the line.
It's like the opening of Days of Our Lives.
I think it'd be tough to even get it in the B, man. It's pretty airtight.
Get sand in your butthole? Dude, I get sand in my butthole all the time at the beach.
How?
I just move around, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I feel like I got a lot of. I have a pretty weak
What do you got? A
ass.
suction on that
That's
thing?
what I'm saying. My ass is never anything to brag about, but even when I sit, my butthole's still a few inches off of the surface.
If I go to the beach for 3 minutes, for 6 months, I'm picking up sand from my ass cheek, from my. It gets on me.
You beach hard.
I beach real hard.
You live hard.
I live hard.
You got a little bit of everything on you.
I live hard. Real hard. What are we doing for tomorrow's show? Something fun?
Tomorrow, Name That Nut return.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
going to name that nut tomorrow. I know we have Denny's Nose When You're High tomorrow.
We got the No Name movie game coming up as well. I think everything else is kind of being decided.
Roast Your
today.
Boss for Jeff Ross.
Yes, and let me just throw this out there. If you're going to roast your boss, make sure there's some zingers in there.
Roast him.
Yeah, roast
Yeah.
him.
Don't just tell us a long story about how you didn't like him.
Because that's complaining. And nobody wants to hear you complaining.
Well, it just, I don't know if it's a roast.
Roast your boss for Jeff Ross.
Don't complain for 3 minutes and you win nothing.
The second guy went at his boss.
Yeah,
it
he
was
did.
great.
He went in hard, told me I had herpes.
Insinuated that he had herpes.
I feel bad because we had one call earlier today that went on too long. And I made a comment after. I thought this was going to be a short because she prefaced with, it's going to be a quick story.
Yes.
And it was anything but a quick story. If she's listening to the podcast, I was fucking with you.
Well, and the only reason too is, I mean, on the radio, time moves differently, man.
It moves differently. With that, say, edit yourself down.
With that said, go right to the punchline.
I'm seeing all the comments in the chat room. Oh, Kevin would have already fucking had her off and blah, blah, blah. Why is this going on
Yes.
so long?
Well, it's going on so long because Kevin's not here.
Exactly.
He's not.
Exactly. It's also, you feel like a prick cutting somebody off.
And it's weird. It's a weird thing because you have to be suave with it. Otherwise, it sounds like you're a dick.
It
Right.
does. Someone's explaining something. Because then you have people on the other end. Why
Let
did you
her-
cut that person
let her
off?
finish.
That's a woman talking in 2021 in Denny's. You fucking man. Cut
Yeah,
her off.
it's right. There's a lot of
You will get shit like
gray
that.
area.
We will. So we're doing our best, and if that woman does hear this, I was just fucking around with
Yeah,
her.
I mean, and we also try to. I mean, you're on for 4 hours. You try to throw some jokes in there.
Tiffany said I yelled at her. Did
No,
I
get
yell
outta
at
here.
her?
No,
Come on,
get
Tiffany.
outta here.
Come on. I'm now yelling. Tiffany, I'm yelling at you now.
We didn't yell at her, all right?
I just fucking around. Do you want to? How long have we been going for?
We are at
We
28:15.
got to go at least 30. That's the rules. Virginia, tell us a story about something we don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
I dare you to take off your pants and run across the room so we can laugh at your dick and balls bouncing.
Oh, you want me to streak?
I
right
dare you
now?
to streak through work right now and see if anyone says anything.
I dare you to streak through the sales department.
Oh, gosh, you know I'd like to, but if I did that and it did go wrong and it could go wrong.
Oh, you will run into the person that's going to HR.
Well, here's what would suck. Because Kevin's not here and he's coming back from his mom's funeral. That's
And we hit him with-
Well, that's a legit thing. We would get in trouble for.
Jason has to take off for 2 weeks. He's been suspended.
I think they may even suspension. They could fire you.
They
for
could
that.
fire
They
you
could
for
fire
that,
you
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, say it out loud. I was running around naked the day Kevin's gone.
I ran into someone, dick and balls first.
I would cover my dick and balls, obviously, but
That's no fun.
Well, that crack. I mean, you know where.
Oh,
You can't stop that crack.
and we know how close it is to the sand. I mean, you bend over, that thing's open. So
How dare you talk
yeah,
about
I'm
my
just saying.
butthole.
People, I still am shocked that you get sand in your butthole so easily.
People are backing me up, going, Bert, I get sand in my butthole too. So.
Really?
Yeah, because, let's say you go to the beach and you've got swim trunks on and you lay down in the sand, 'cause sometimes I forget to bring a towel. You're in the sand, you know.
It happens.
I find that I get more sand when I'm in the ocean. When I'm actually in the water, like body surfing or
Oh,
just
geez.
hanging out in the waves, I get so much sand in my bathing suit and in my private area.
Same here.
But-
I think toss it around the waves.
I've never had to dig it out of my bunghole.
I mean, I wouldn't say dig. Dig's a bit of a. I wouldn't say I'm digging in there, but yeah.
Get a shovel.
Like
There's some
spoonfuls.
sand that can get in the crack, y'all. All right, let's end this fucking
Yeah.
thing. Let's end. Are we done with emails?
We're done.
All right, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow
At some point.
at some point. We may start at 6.
It might be good, but it probably won't.
We're not trying to win awards.
The VJD show, mediocre at best.
Oh, yeah. Check it out tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.